fucking uniforms we got. Classic on that. Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck it, ready. Play the classic uniforms, man.
Since 2008. On the other side, Sean McDermott, now in his 9th season as the head man in Buffalo. Rico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. And his opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? But in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
3rd and 11.
Davies played on the coverage.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is brought in. And he will score. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Tyler Luke.
Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, we got ourselves a 6-0 ball.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, this is strong. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking about new season, new opportunity. And I still do this at a high level. And we get through that first game, it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, they're set, able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
It's now
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. That one downfield for Cooks. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the on. And now you look at this, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Big roll of the dice, trying the fake, but he stopped short of the first down, and it's a turnover on down. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Ooh. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And Baltimore first down.
Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins.
Jackson's
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 11
Handoff, it's Henry. He is met and dropped. Only yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Tackle made back
Third
at the
down,
13-yard line.
3 to go. From the gun, Jackson. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
On for the Ravens field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Ravens out front. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they come up now on 3rd and 7. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Allen gonna give it to Cook.
Well, the defense certainly won that matchup there, Mike. I mean, they really imposed their will. This offensive line has to do a better job. Someone has to win at the point of attack, displace a defender, give somewhere for the back to go.
Looking downfield for Coleman.
Intended for Keon Coleman.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative, playing for the 4th down punch. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now they...
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that is not going to be nearly enough. Talk about a decision right for second guessing. The defense wasn't fooled one bit by that fake. And the offense has turned it over on down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Matt Milano there to stop him. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Putting one of the tight ends in motion left. Gonna go right back to Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure. too much, and they drop him in the backfield. It is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take it back to the other side of midfield. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And no chance of a comeback here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So great, here are the Bills. What a year last year. 13-4, beat the Broncos and the Ravens in the playoffs. But once again, ran into Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Anything that we can say is that one thing to get them to the big game this time.
Well, I mean, we probably start with the knee pass.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Conclusion of what has been a wild opening Sunday of football. Let's check in with Scott Hansen and see what he has brewing for halftime. Scott?
Wild indeed. Thank you much, Mike. Coming up, we're going to take a look back at what happened earlier today, scores and highlights from around the NFL. That's all coming up at the half. And let's get you back to Orchard Park for the final 2 minutes of the second quarter.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Now, how about this? It's a fake. That is not going to be nearly enough. Talk about decision right for second guessing. The defense wasn't fooled one bit by that fake, and the offense has turned it over on downs. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. And that's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now, Jackson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The extra point is good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll take it in at the goal line. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's brought down at the 30.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take it out of Scott Hansen. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Luke to kick off for
Third
Baltimore.
quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that coach rate.
Yeah, I think until someone decides.
James Cook. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He won't get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Mitch Wishnowski set to
The
kick
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball is going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, here's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender finding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now Jackson. I'm in a flash, and he lost the football. The Bills have done it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And a great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The Bills are lining up.
Here's Allen to throw. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are at all time here in the 3rd quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Kicking team.
One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Jackson now. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team.
Jordan Stout in punt formation for the Ravens.
Davis to return it. That's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
To the air is Allen. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
A big loss on the play.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's 3rd
Wow,
and
an
goal.
important one coming here. Tie game late. And this is 3rd down. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home. They tackle him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He'll try and run for this with Henry. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. First down and more. Past the 35. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's forced to just surrender. Gives himself up on the play that turns out to be a disaster.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Mitch
The Bills
Wisnowski
bringing on
in
the punt team.
formation.
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And that is not going to be nearly enough. Talk about a decision right for second guessing. The defense wasn't fooled one bit by that fake. And the offense has turned it over on downs. Henry. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Now on 2nd and long. Throwing Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
One broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work to stick those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And he has missed this one. No good. And now what can the other guys do in the final minute to avoid overtime?
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
It is second down and 5.
47-yard line.
Allen. Moving left.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown in the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Now a first throw here in overtime. And the defense has it. A critical mistake by the offense here in the overtime.
Josh sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Ravens.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Jackson now to throw on first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Greg Russo. He works his way in to record the second sack of his young career. Second down. Jackson. He'll swing those out wide to Herbert. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 14.
Back to throw. Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on third down.
And the Baltimore first
Go
down.
with their fullback trying to get it. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Loss of 1.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their
At the
second.
3-yard line.
And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. The players on your team earn some XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. These are player tags. This player has a zone ability.
Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down, that you cannot deny. We're growing light, shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. When we wanna go up and down, we're moving all around. We're going up and down, we're moving all around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. On the Bills sideline is Sean McDermott. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Here we go, Scott. The drive begins with a run. It's Hall. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Here we go, Scott. They go play action with Fields. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll get this out to the left flat. It'll be a pickup 10, and the Jets have a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Pass caught left side by Likely. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
second down. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Third down and 9.
Cole Bishop on the coverage.
Dogs up. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Gain of 34 yards.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. And he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there. But the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the one interception. So a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's third
Out
down.
of the gun, here's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Deep for the Jets is Isaiah Davis. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45.
First and 10.
The Jets offense ready to possess the football for the second time. So, Greg, people always say when the schedule comes out in May, what do you look for? Back-to-back home games usually not something you look forward to, but it does happen in this case. And when you get a win, and you know you're going on the road week 3, it puts a little pressure on this one to get 2-0 at home to start the season.
And how good would they be feeling to start your year and know, all right, we've got 2 wins in the bank, we're playing well at home. It just allows everything in the building to take a deep breath. You know, Mike, it's just such an ideal way to start. Your fans are excited, the city's excited, everyone in the organization can settle in. So schedule makers certainly did them a little bit of a favor here, so they've got to take advantage of it. Build off of last week, come out and play well again, and it really sets themselves up for the rest of this season.
And not much there. Good defense. To no gain.
After that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL. It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend it.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And will be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. We are through 1. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Allen gonna give it to Cook. Oh yeah. And he does not want to go down. So turn that into a gain of 6. shotgun with Cook. He's got it. That's a first down. That's across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Allen will give this to Davis. And he gets around one man, but not much room after that. Only a couple there. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
A
7.
run up the middle with Cook. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
9 yards. That's another Bills first down.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's a handoff to Cook. Forward for a short gain to the 25. Janian Sherwood there to meet him.
It's a gain of
Here's
3.
third down and a
Brings
few
up
inches.
third and inches.
We'll try to pick this up with a hot pass. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. On first and 10, it's Cook. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Second down and 8. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Allen to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown Buffalo. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season. The extra point by pass is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 10-7. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 58 was here.
First down. Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. They'll work now on second and 4. Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And that's a first down. It'll be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Jets first down.
Trying the left side. Here's Hall. Trying to bounce that one outside. Only be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third on the stop.
It is second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Now Fields. That one incomplete. Good job. Fields took there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Fields. And that is incomplete. Reese Hall, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
McNamara in punt
So on
formation
fourth
for the
down, out
Jets.
comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid.
Complete to number 86, Dalton Kincaid. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to bed. Both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same. We get set for quarter number 3. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return, this is Strong. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball on the 30-yard line after a touchdown. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 30? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, to kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territories.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone say, "Oh, well, just get a stop." Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss, and you get the ball. The other team's defense hadn't got to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from football. And it'll bring up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
A 33-yard attempt.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. They trot off the field, hoping that next possession has a different result.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On second down, the run will come. And it won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. We're going to try to pick this up on third and 8.
Third and 8.
Here we go.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields from the gun on third down. He'll swing this one out to Hall. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
And the Jets first down. First and 10 at the
In motion goes likely. Here's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get down to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, tonight.
Off we go with the fourth quarter, and it starts with a rush by Hall. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A 2-yard loss.
It is
brings up
third
down
and long.
And 12.
Here we go.
Fields now. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Fourth down.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out when they're able to learn from the good, and it certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
He'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of
All he can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
And here we go. 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Here we go. Good.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's across midfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Here we go.
At the Bills' 34-yard line.
Play action now for Fields. And it's caught aside by Taylor. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
6.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend